I'm Brendan Haywood of the Washington Wizards. Coming up next is the blog show, live from the phone booth. I ain't had nothing. You just told me to be funny on the spot. Well, I look like Eddie Murphy? I can't. You just want me to tell a bunch of jokes? This isn't Raw and Delirious. I ain't had nothing to go with. I'm out of here.
Blog show. Blog show.
Welcome to a very special, well-dressed edition of the Blog Show from Verizon Center from Game 3. I'm Jamie, he's Dan, and if you hear a roar of the crowd, it's probably for us.
It's probably what?
For us.
Oh, very well stated. And we should point out that there are a lot of kind of sports blogging icons in the building tonight.
There are.
We've seen Stephen A. Smith, Stat Boy, Soldier Boy is here.
Steinberg.
I'm here, you're here.
Yeah.
And so we're going to just run down a couple quick blog stories from the week that was.
All right, first up, from Every Day Should Be Saturday, is the Oregon football calendar. The offensive linemen all dressed up in the name for a good cause, National Childhood Obesity Foundation.
And I think obesity is the key word because some of these guys are kind of large. They've kind of stripped down a little bit for the calendar, kind of more skin than a Kim Kardashian video.
But not bashful whatsoever. You see them shirtless in overalls. There's one guy dressed as a mechanic with a big wrench.
Right.
Yeah, it's almost like, like a Playgirl-esque scene. Yeah.
I liked it. It was very classy. And speaking of classy, we should point out that at the Caps' Game 7 loss to the Flyers, the fans behaved in a manner that was maybe not classy.
You say classy or classic? Because I thought it was classic when a Caps fan threw a beer bottle and hit Flyers Jeff Carter in the side of the head.
I was a little bit put off by that, to be honest.
So you're going classless and I'm going classic.
That's what I'm going to say.
We saw that our homeboys in Philadelphia Comcast Sportsnet saw that video for us.
And a lot of blogs picked it up after that. And I think that the kind of classless behavior you could also maybe extend to the urinals at the Caps game. I don't know.
You could. It's a choice you have to make.
I kind of liked it, but some Caps fans have kind of put little Flyers faces in the urinals.
Right, so you can just go right on the Flyers logo.
That's right.
And they say that the Philadelphia fans are dirty. The DC fans really rose to the occasion there.
That's right.
Speaking of fans doing classless acts in urinals,
right.
Let's go to Wrigley Field.
And the movie Splash, do you remember the movie Splash?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 30 years old.
Okay, we're kind of like mermaid, kind of naked woman. This is kind of a different kind of splash. This one involves grown men jumping into puddles of urine.
A urinal trough, a full slip and slide across the urinal trough. And I would tell you, this is the first time I'd seen it, but I'd be lying. Because I actually saw one of my fraternity brothers do this in college for $60.
Well,
then he had to run from the law.
I'm very proud of you for having that experience. We saw that video on Joe Sports Fan.
JoeSportsFan.com, fantastic. We saw this last video on YardBarker.com. It's competitive eater Joey Chestnut. He beat Kobayashi, I think, at the hot dog eating championship.
That's right.
Here he is taking down 3 pounds of fried asparagus.
And we should point out that Joey Chestnut was preparing for the Deep Fried Asparagus Eating Festival in California this weekend. I think the world record is 8.6 pounds in 10 minutes. But if you think Joey Chestnut is a celebrity, that's sort of nothing compared to who we caught up with earlier this evening.
In honor of the LeBron-Deshaun feud, the Blog Show has a very special guest right here. It's Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy, thank you for showing up at the VC tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I've seen you wearing LeBron jersey before, but tonight you're in Deshaun. Why the switch?
I mean, words were exchanged, phone calls were made, and Soldier Boy is here.
And, I got to ask a question. I don't know if you're aware of this, but you're sort of like an icon on like sports blogs because probably like 300 or 400 famous athletes have kind of done the Soldier Boy. Who's your favorite person you've ever seen do it?
LeBron James.
Well, have you ever seen Barney do it? Because there's actually a really interesting rendition where Barney does it.
I seen it. It's a lot of YouTube videos floating around, different cartoons, different sports, superstars, wrestlers, everybody. It's like crazy.
So is your favorite thing about Soldier Boy that's become a stadium anthem, the Crank That song, or is there something even better than that?
I mean, basically, it's whenever I stand on stage with a crowd as large as this, and my song will come on, and everybody does the dance in unison.
Okay, and I guess the question is, if the Wizards win this series, would you want Deshaun Stevenson to kind of Soldier Boy his way across the floor? I guess.
I mean, yeah, I like to see that. If they win, I might come out there and join them.
Now, I know you want to get back to the game, but could you briefly explain some of the accessories that you got on tonight?
Yeah, I can explain this. This right here is the yellow diamond bracelet that I have on with the matching pinky ring, of course, with the matching medallion, with the matching diamond studded watch.
Well, that's not that big, really.
Yeah, it's not that big, Gets the time told.
I mean, Soldier Boy, it kind of makes your wrist look thin. I'm sorry.
It does.
It looks good, though, all in all.
Thank you.
Okay, Soldier Boy, that's going to wrap it up. Our special guest on Blog Show, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it.
You gonna shake my hand?
I'll shake your hand. Thanks a lot.
You gonna shake my hand?
Thank you, sir.
Blog Show. That was pretty awesome, and I think it just goes to show you, Jamie, that the NBA playoffs are maybe a more bloggable occurrence than the NHL playoffs.
Yes, the Verizon Center is a celebrity magnet tonight. I think I'm going to go stalk Stephen A. Smith. So that does it for this week's Blog Show. Come back for a regular scheduled Blog Show on Tuesday. Same blog time, same blog channel.
Blog Show was brought to you by the good people at Senate Insurance.
Kiss my bumper. Just kiss it.